Welcome. You're with the Nasty Pastor, and I'm back with another extra, extra, extra. This read is from the Kemet Egyptian gods. Today, we're talking about Ra. That is a very popular god in our civilization, in our culture, in our dynasty, in our legacy. You cannot speak of any other god and not include Ra. It is, he's very popular. You get what I'm saying? Very popular god. And most people pray to Amun Ra. I choose not to. You get what I'm saying? I choose not to. But always remember, being a god comes with strength, ability, and mastery. Let's go and dive into Ra. Also known as Re. Ra was the god of the sun, known as the solar deity. In particular, he was the god of the rising sun, triumphantly returning to warm and regenerate the earth. Naturally, as the god of such a powerful force as the sun, he was a principal deity. The construction of the pyramids and the resurrection of the pharaohs came from the worship of Ra. Every sunset, Ra symbolically died. Every morning he was resurrected. You get that? Died as the sun went down. When the sun rose, Ra lived. You get what I'm saying? Over many centuries, Ra and Horus overlapped through Ra's sigil, always include a disk of the sun. The disk of the sun was the eye of Ra. Sometimes the eye of Ra was thought to be part of the god's segment. The sheer ferocity of the sun's light and heat awed the ancient Kemet Egyptians so much that they built solar temples to Ra, where the light of the sun came through into a room with an altar to the god, as well as an obsolete. There was never a statue of Ra in such a temple, as the rays of the sun themselves were considered his most proper representation. So Ra, basically, was depicted as that sun, as that sun image of a man, of mankind as a god. You get what I'm saying? And how he, mastered being a god of the sun is knowing about that sun. It's understanding that sun. It's saying to our civilization that sun is needed. It lightens up a room. Look at the heat it generates. Look at what it does as we use the sun to resurrect our pharaohs. You get what I'm saying? Ra and Atum have the same origin story. These ancient gods overlap a lot due to different settlements having roughly the same ideas about the beginning of the gods, but somewhat different incarnations of the gods. These overlaps can be very confusing to a person in the modern era. You get it? Can be very confusing. And when you think about it, Atum is the beast. You get what I'm saying? So if I'm looking at Ra as being Satan, the devil, then they entwine with each other, right? They entwine with each other, right? And then when you go into Genesis, when you look at the firmament and the two waters, the firmament was built between the two waters, a water on top, a water on bottom. You get what I'm saying? And the firmament, the heavens, was in between. However, as long as we remember that people did not travel miles and miles with great ease in those days, we can understand that most people in a settlement might never visit another town. That part I get, I understand, People were very settled where they was. You get what I'm saying? There was no need to go here for that. No need to go there for that, because the imports came in. The trade routes was open. And our civilization was very, 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 very wealthy. You get what I'm saying? Very wealthy in the land, the natural resources of the land, very wealthy with rich soil, very wealthy with the knowledge that the Supreme Creator given us. You get what I'm saying? Very wealthy, And very thinking people, very thinking people, had a good mind to structure laws, had a good mind to structure buildings that still last today. You get what I'm saying? That are still there today, and we're talking about, the beginning of time. You get what I'm saying? And just know, you got what I'm saying? I never, I don't pray to that sun. I don't worship that sun, but I'm thankful for that sun to be there. You get what I'm saying? That sun heat this earth up. I come outside from a little chilly. I get in that sun, I'm good. You get what I'm saying? But there's also a bad side to that sun. You get in that sun, you dehydrate, you die. You get what I'm saying? You sweat. You know, it can cause sunburn. It can cause skin cancer. So it's a good and it's a bad to it. And that's the balance. You feel what I'm saying? That is the balance. So to really, you know, give an understanding of the balance of nature, you know, you can start with that sun. You can point out its good points. You can point out its bad points. And then you will understand why I say to you is this right here. You know what I mean? I pray to the supreme creator. I pray to the creator of all. You get what I'm saying? And the creator of all teaches us love. Does shows us through our common sense that we need to make good deeds, good decisions, because there is evil. There is a evil entity, a deity out here that can just at any moment come into your flesh. You get what I'm saying? This flesh we call the body, and control you. You get what I'm saying? If you give in, you can be controlled. Anyway, once again, you know what I mean? We just wrapped up. Wow. He is a very, very, very most talked about God within our culture. And I must say this to you, you know what I mean? A lot could have been done without God there also. You get what I'm saying? A lot upon this rock could not have been structured without the devil being there. You need a balance. You feel what I'm saying? You need good, you need bad, because there must be an example. You get me? An example. And let's just keep forging. Let's keep making life, you know, a little better. Let's keep, instead of being depressed in the struggle, let's figure a way out the struggle. You feel what I'm saying? Out the struggle. But anyway, you've been with the nasty pastor, and it's been another extra